But it's like from TikTok to podcasts to shows on TV, all of this
Yes.
makes sense. And we should, instead of telling people they shouldn't watch it, which, I could have my own feelings about what people should watch or shouldn't watch, I'd rather engage people in conversation around it. So, like, SVU has been the bane of my existence for years now.
Really? I don't know.
Yes.
I've never watched it. That's the one with Mariska Hargitay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because basically it gives people like this false understanding of what policing is. And people don't want a cop to show to their house. Show up to their house. They want Olivia Benson to show up to their house.
Because
You know what I'm
SVU is
saying?
SVU is Special Victims Unit.
Yeah.
Like, what makes
And
it
so,
different than regular Law and Order?
that they deal with sex crimes.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
okay.
Especially heinous if you listen to the intro. So, and I used to be into it. I used to be into the show years and years ago. And then one day I was like, they got her acting like a social worker. You know what I mean? Or like,
Interesting. Okay, they were misappropriating what an actual cop really does in the situation.
yes. And like being a person who had worked with victims of sexual violence and seeing how police really behaved, I couldn't abide by like continuing to watch it. I was like, oh no. No, 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 no. But I don't tell people you're stupid for watching this. Like I would never. I start having conversations with people about what it looks like. And I joke about it. And I'm like, listen, I watch Criminal Minds. And guess what? If we're going to make some like, I don't know, we're going to have some wiggle room around abolition, maybe it'll be cutting down serial killers. I don't know. You know? But like being able to have that conversation with people, I think is way more effective than telling them to turn off the TV when they're not going to turn it off.
I
Or
appreciate that.
people who won't turn off the TV.
I think there's something you said though early on in this conversation where you said, you got good at listening. And that's the other part. Like anybody really trying to listen. So even to have that conversation with folks, you got to listen to where they're coming from. And like that takes a certain level of patience in itself. I feel like that is a whole other level of organizing. Just being able to talk to people who aren't even in need, but are just affected by stupid shit and just need some context. Some like there's this a whole level of charity around just like providing the proper context for folks
and listening so that you can provide the context.
Yes,
because I remember I was like such a hothead. I was like, oh, electoral politics so stupid. I'm so done with it. Like after I had gotten mad about electoral politics, but I was also like, but this is also where our people are.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, Mercedes Fulbright, she lives in Dallas, and she says, I can't throw away electoral politics without throwing away some of my people. I'm not willing to throw my people away.
And when you say electoral politics, like specifically, what does that mean? Just
like voting for Democrats because they're better. Like, or a little better, right? It just, I hear you. I'm all of that. And there are rooms of people who I need to organize that I would get laughed out of if I told them not to vote.
Absolutely.
And so why would I put myself in a position when I need to organize with these people, with this group of people, I need to organize with them. Why would I put myself in a position to be oppositional to them when we might disagree on only one thing or two things? We should be, I want to build coalition, and that also comes over time. And I understand how difficult it is because I don't ever want to pretend like we're not facing really difficult times. That, we have an administration, it's a Democratic administration that has talked more about giving money to police than they have about giving money to Jackson, Mississippi so they can have water.
Correct.
That's real. And when people say that, they're not lying on this administration. When we talk about how the ease in which they wrote in the forgiveness for PPP loans.
Yes.
But all we're getting on student loans is $20,000. There are people who that $20,000 is going to change their lives.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not going to belittle those people. I'm never going to belittle those people. But I am going to talk to Joseph Biden and say, what's going on? Why is it that y'all are bragging about or like trying to dunk on Republicans for getting hundreds of thousands of dollars of PPP loans forgiven So what you're telling me is you can forgive more loads.
That's what I understand.
Like,
But
I'm
you know,
not
there's
gonna
many people
attack
who
people.
feel, but there's many people who feel like even addressing that is you attacking Joe Biden, thus undermining the effort to challenge Republicans. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like there's so much. I mean, I've been attacked
Mm-hmm.
for literally just saying, like, we need to challenge this. We need to speak up about this. And people are like, no, you are being disrespectful to the work that Joe Biden is doing, and you are undermining the unification of the Democratic Party by
Mm-hmm.
creating, dividing. And I'm like, what? I'm not them. I'm not these Republicans who blindly follow.
No.
And you shouldn't be either.